Hey, and welcome to another, I guess, just beer review from Chicago Beer Pass. Non-Chicago beer, non-cellar beer. This time we're often diving into what's in the cellar, what's in the back room.
Yeah.
But we got 4 beers from New Belgium. It's in their Folly pack. If you've
Is
seen
that what they
their
call it?
Their cases that you can buy.
Okay.
Those mixed cases. You'll see them at Costco and some of the other places. This is what's in them right now. So you got the Fat Tire Classic.
Yeah.
You got the Citra Delic. This is a Tangerine IPA. The Citra Delic Erotic Lime Ale. And then what's the last one over there?
Looks like Voodoo Ranger.
Voodoo Ranger.
8-hop pale ale.
Okay, 8 hop. Okay. So we got, it's mostly an IPA kind of mix pack going on here.
Yeah. It's brilliantly balanced for easy drinking, Brad.
That one, 8 hops?
Yeah.
I don't know. So we thought we'd dive in, give a little sample of this 4-pack.
You know, and I never get around to the New Belgium stuff, man. I know they're one of the 3 biggest breweries in the
Right,
country,
yeah.
right?
So we won't go too deep into this because we do have 4 beers here.
Is this Fat Tire?
It's Fat Tire. I do remember when they came to Chicago, everyone kind of went nuts for it.
Yeah. This is the beer that started it all. It's the beer that keeps the lights on for them.
Right, so it's their amber ale. I remember drinking this in Portland years ago when Maeve and I, my wife now, first got together.
Yeah.
Going there, we kind of went nuts for this beer. It was just kind of like, yeah, you gotta get Fat Tire. It's so good. It's malty. It's rich. It's roasty. But now I almost never get it.
Yeah, ambers were all the rage in the beginning, right? Sam Adams Boston Lager, even though it's a lager, it's like it's an amber lager. Mm-hmm. And then this one, yeah, those are some of the original.
Yeah, I don't know why
It took off.
amber ales took off. Was it because we had so many light ales?
I feel like
it had body.
Yeah,
had flavor.
And then even I know in the beginning, locally, the Goose guys, right? They were in the beginning. They were like, "Hey, let's just make this English style beer, or let's make a Belgian style beer, right?"
Okay.
And I feel like maybe Newcastle kind of inspired them to make something like this, right? Let's just make a Newcastle, but for us, kind of thing.
But how do you feel about it now? Going back, do you ever get it?
I haven't had this beer in a really long time.
Okay.
I'm okay with not having it.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. It's not. It's definitely not bad.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like there's almost like a rich nuttiness in that style maybe that I just don't care for.
Okay.
It's
a great food beer.
For sure.
If you need something to drink while you're eating,
Yeah.
it goes well with a lot of stuff. It's kind of like a brown ale, in that way.
And if we're all hanging out, at a party or whatever,
Yeah.
and someone slides me one, I would definitely try it.
Yeah. You know what you're in for, but
Yeah.
yeah. So now then we got the Voodoo Ranger 8 hop pale ale. I think all of these are around 5%, so all nice and light beer. That's kind of what I like about New Belgium. A lot of their beers are light, easy drinking. They're not meant to knock you on your ass. Their whole thing is riding bikes.
Yeah.
So,
according to them, it started on a bike pack, biking through Belgium.
Yeah.
Yeah, is where the idea started.
Yeah, and that's why I thought we should dive into these because you recently put up that interview on the website.
That's a good segue, man. We're posting stories to Chicago Beer Pass. The first few are just going to be interviews for the cats that we hung out with. The New Belgium guys, we had a 20-year vet on the marketing side hang out and talk with us, man, because they got the festival coming up, Tour de Fat, and this year it's going to be a huge ordeal, on the lakefront. It was in Logan, now it's going to be on the lakefront. Mm-hmm. And one of my favorite quotes from that story, it's a really good piece, is he's like, yeah, we don't really care that Ballast Point got $1 billion.
Okay.
Selling our company is not something we're interested in at all.
Yeah.
We got 20 years of stock options for employees to give away. And I was like, and they were very adamant about that. They're like, hey, that is not our thing.
That's pretty awesome. So if you're watching the video and you're a video person, that is a written article, written interview on ChicagoBeerPass.com. head over there, check it out. Follow the Tumblr blog there to keep up on those kind of stories because we'll have more coming.
Yeah.
What do you think about this beer? I have not had this beer before.
No, same here.
So the Voodoo Ranger, it's a 5.5% pale ale.
Yeah. It almost reminds me of like a subdued version of I like Alpha King a little bit. It's like Alpha for me, like Alpha King Light kind of.
I could see that. Yeah,
You know?
it's not a hop punch in the face. It's for 8 hops. It's very mild and
I feel like
but it has that like malty New Belgium-y kind of taste too.
yeah, I feel like some fun aromatics on it, but yeah, the hops they're using they're not leaning on bitterness at all, really.
No.
You know, it's it is really balanced. It's just kind of how it says on the bottle. It's kind of
so
it's good.
it doesn't say what kind of hops they're using, but just 8 of them that are citrus tropical fruit flavors.
Yeah, there's just a nice hot bite, and then it just kind of dissipates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on board with this one.
Yeah.
This is Voodoo Ranger.
So then we have the Citradelic, lime, and tangerine. I don't know. I feel like maybe lime first. Lime comes in at 5.2. Tangerine comes in at 6%, which is kind of weird.
So what are these? This is so when you get this in the store, it's 12 pack.
Well, this was a case, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. So that's
I bet you can buy each one of these Citradelic flavors in 6-packs.
yeah. They were saying that these are the first beers that they flavor matched in the second location, Asheville.
Okay, yeah, because
So-
they all have the Asheville / Fort Collins location now.
Yeah.
So the Citradelic, I've seen the name and the logo, but I haven't really dived into these because again, New Belgium just hasn't been a brewery here in Chicago that you kind of often pick up. It's like a brewery that you might, if you were in the suburbs, Fat Tire is probably like a brewery you have often. I don't know why. I just feel that way. We have so many options here in Chicago. I'm no slight against people.
I mean like they were the Buckle Down guys were saying there's 170 breweries when you count the city and the burbs here, and we're kind of becoming our own little nation of of breweries. So yeah, it's definitely not a diss. We just don't get to this kind of stuff. Last time I had it, my buddy has a pod called Reasonable Ignorance. It's like an urban pod, right? And I happened to be on it, and he was trying to bring some beers, and he brought a Whiz Bang from New Belgium. But other than that time, I haven't had New Belgium in forever.
And New Belgium almost falls in that Two Brothers range for me, where my dad is a huge Two Brothers fan, and I feel like he would be a huge New Belgium fan also. Just because they have that body that maybe a lot of beer drinkers maybe like, that you don't want those hot like punch in the face.
And then like they got those beers that you're totally comfortable just drinking out of the bottle.
Yeah, right. Like
And
it's a stylish bottle. It's like a different, so you feel like, yeah, look at me. I want you to see that I'm drinking a New Belgium beer.
Yeah. Yeah, these are kind of beers, because a lot of beers, it's the kind of beers that are kind of taking over that, our, like you said, our parents' generation of beers, whether it's Stroh's or Schlitz or whoever it was. This is kind of like that for us, and not in a bad way, but this is kind of that after work, bring home a 12-pack. This is our version of that.
You probably have a 6-pack of a beer like this in your fridge that you've had in there, and you're just like, yeah, this is just my like safety beer.
Yeah, no, for sure, yeah.
But this is awesome.
Oh, dude, the lime is just like the perfect, it's the cherry on the sundae, man.
Right, yeah.
Because I've had some lime beers that were just like almost astringent and bitter on the lime side. This just kind of lifts everything,
Yeah.
Gives you a nice, like a kiss of lime. That's cool.
It falls in that Radler range a little bit, but not so much low alcohol like a Radler. I feel like I haven't really seen a lime Radler. There probably is one, but it hasn't really taken off.
Yeah.
But you throw some gin in there and like a good light lime Radler, maybe not in a 5% beer.
Yeah. You're gonna have to hit that with some simple syrup.
Yeah. Use it as. I bet that's a really good cocktail beer.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe that's
I'd
what
love
New
some.
Belgium's trying to start here. Some cocktail beers.
I'd love some like a little. Had hit that with a splash of like a little pomegranate liqueur,
Okay.
and some gin, and some ice, and yeah, let's just ditch work, man, and go to Batters and Berries.
Damn. Man. All right. So then on the Citradelic also we have the Tangerine IPA. So this comes in at 6. This is the highest ABV beer of all
Right on.
4 of them that we're drinking here now. Even higher than the 8 hopped beer. I'm not sure why this one's coming up more. If they use more like tangerine hops versus like tangerine juice, but we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Definitely has the aroma of just, ooh, that smells great. We're plowing. Whoa, that's awesome. Okay. I like the lime, but man, tangerine.
I don't always like fruit in beers, but
Man, that has a lot of flavor.
these last two, man, it's like it's not shy about being a fruit beer,
Yeah.
but it keeps the integrity of beer. Like, how you were talking about the Rattler earlier, and a lot of times these fruit beers, like I had the pineapple, it had a pineapple boogie from Mars a couple days ago, and it's just like, is this fruit punch? Is this a beer? You know what I mean? Like, it's
Okay.
you know what I mean? And then, but then you have this, and it's clearly a beer, but they infuse these fruit flavors so well in without losing that
Yeah.
beer integrity. That's cool.
Yeah.
You know?
My only, like, it's tasty, but my only problem with the tangerine one is it has a bit of aroma like something you cleaned your house with.
A little bit.
Like, that's that's no slight on the beer. That's just the cleaning products are often very orange aroma. So it makes me think of like pulled out like some Clorox wipes or something like that. So I think I like the lime.
You're using that product that the guy from who's the guy that died that had the infomercial where
Chamois guy? That guy? Billy Mays?
Yeah, Billy.
Oh, that was a different guy.
You use
Billy
the
Mays.
Billy Mays products, man. Where it's like all of them had orange in them, but they
Oh
would
yeah,
clean
but
like
yeah, like orange stuff. And my dad has that in the garage where you like it's got like grit in there for when you like are working on your car or something. You
Yeah.
have all this oil that you need to get off, so it's very gritty and it smells like orange. So that's kind of what this beer is
It
making
reminds
me
you of
think
that.
of. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going lime.
Billy Mays. Yeah,
I'm going lime as my like favorite out of this Folly pack.
yeah. I got some. Now that you mentioned it, I got like some orange stuff for the wood floors.
Yeah.
And it reminds. Yeah. Now that you mentioned it, I didn't think about that, but now it does. Now I can't
always-
get around it.
That's always tough. Like I got, it's awful because I like oranges. I like orange juice.
Yeah.
I like like mimosas. I like
Yeah.
orange stuff, but yeah, just often like something about orange aromas that
Yeah.
if it's not juicy enough, it just reminds you of cleaning products.
Yeah. Yeah. A Voodoo Ranger and the lime.
Yeah.
And then the other two.
So
Yeah.
definitely fun to visit some fresh beers. All of these are, I think, pretty recently packaged because they say consumed by July 2017. So I would say they haven't been, I don't know, they don't have a brew date. They just have an enjoy by. So we're definitely meeting that date. So that's good. And being an IPA for 3 of them here, that's what you want to do.
Yeah. I'm glad you tried these, man. It's given me a chance to think of the non-beer crowd and where you can start them off, For some reason there's always a non-beer crowd and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know.
And we're venturing out of our just Chicago beer.
That too.
Because on Chicago Beer Pass, on the podcast, we always drink Chicago or local beer. So never get a chance to see what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
We're hyper focused. We're in a bubble.
Yeah, we're caught in the Chicago web. It's good to get out of it.
Yeah.
Good call, Brad. I like those, man.
So we'll keep drinking this. We'll probably drink some more lime.
Right.
Cheers.
Cheers.